Hi everyone. So today we will continue with the second part related to the lighting design for for a retail application. So as you can see in the 3D view, I finish adding the furniture for the space, the shelf, two-side shelf placed in the middle of the shop. Then we have the cash desk, the counters, refrigerators, and we have also an area of shelves which are just perimeter to the wall. So today we will focus on choosing the lighting fixtures with which we want to work with for this shop. As mentioned in my first video, this shop is main destination is a grocery. I think everyone from us have experience in going one or two times per week to buy grocery for us or for our family. So I think the lighting experience and seeing the products on the shelf are very important, and therefore I will use in the my calculation. First, I will define two calculation objects. Um, One will be on the floor level, and one will be on the vertical on the shelf area. Why I want to emphasize that it's very important to have two areas is that on the cell area, so on the floor we will have a lux level of 300 lux, but on the shelf we want to have from 400 to around 500 lux. Main point is that we want to highlight the products which are on the shelf, and yeah, the retailers want to sell their products um, in the best, and therefore the customer experience is very important for them. So the first, I will start drawing the first calculation surface on the ground area. We can do also another one here if we want. Let's say this will be the first one. Um, yeah, I will go on 3D to just see how it looks. So yeah, it's just you see the arrow orientated on the floor, and here you can see the calculation parameters. You can choose actually different you can horizontal illuminance or perpendicular. In our case we will go for perpendicular illuminance. I'll just close it. This one actually we don't need it, so I will just delete. This is also surface, so I will just use the first one, and I think I will just move it here, just because we have two shells which have the same length. So this will be let's scale it a little bit. I will say more on this side as well. Yeah, so we have it here. And the second, I will just draw. This will be placed on the vertical. First, I will just go on the same length of the shelf, and then I have to positioning it. Hope that this time I get it right. It's a little bit, I need more trials sometimes to make it the orientation to be on the right side. So this will be a little bit tricky maybe when you want to have a vertical surface and you want to configure it in dialogues. And now I would love to move it close to the next shelf. Yeah, it seems that it was working quite easy. So I'll place it in front of the shelf, just a little bit here. Let's see, yeah, a little bit to the right side. So now we cover all of the shelf surface. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, we need to position. So recording with the rotation, everything is okay. The size here we need to put, I would say, let's say 1.6 meter, and we need to lift it a little bit up, the positioning. It's 1 point, I would say, as 1.3. Maybe too much, 1.2. Yeah, so now actually we have the vertical calculation in place, and then also we have the horizontal one. So that's good. Now we can after we draw the two calculation surfaces, we can move on choosing the lighting that we want to use for this this area of the shop. So I will suggest for the first example, I will choose a continuous line luminaires. Here's the product which I will use for the first solution. So we just go draw a line. We try to, yeah, when we draw the line, to be in between the two shelves, in the middle of the shelves, to have the right. Let's see. We have just 7. I would say I want to have a continuous line, so I will try to place more, let's say 9, for example, to not have these gaps between two luminaires, just to improve the uniformity. Okay, so it looks okay. Let's see from a 3D perspective. So this will be the first trial. We can see also, we can turn on actually the light distribution curve. So in this case we have a wide beam, double asymmetric 34 at wide beam. So I want more light to be on the shelf than concentrated on the floor level. As I mentioned previously, the main reasons. And I would say for general areas, I will like shelf lighting. I will go for color temperature of 4000 Kelvin. But where you have like products from bakery or fruits and veggies, then I would say it's to look more appealing. I will go for color rendering, or color rendering, of course, is 80 or higher, but color temperature of 3000 Kelvin. So let's move on the lighting calculation. Let's see the results. And as mentioned, the target is on the floor level to have like 300 lux, and on the shelf vertical illuminance to be 400 to 500. That's the main goal. And if we can reach this value, then we can just do the same implementation of in the rest of the shelf area. So yeah, we have the first result. Let's see if I choose on the display. So we see on the calculation surface, if I choose, we have 322, which is good. That was the target, to be a minimum 300, so we are okay there. And on the vertical, we have 350. So I would say we need a little bit to increase the light level on the shelf area in this moment. It looks promising, but I would prefer to have more light, I would say, on the shelf. So I will just, my first idea is to try to place an additional luminaire. So instead of 9, to have 10. And yes, you need to redo all the calculation. And now you see we don't have almost any gap between the two luminaires. We'll just move on 3D, and I will start over again to do the lighting calculation. So it looks quite nice, but let's see now how it looks um, with by adding one extra luminaire in the lighting proposal. I get that now we should be okay, and yeah, I will go, I would say, forward with this solution. We need to wait, yeah, a couple of seconds until the lighting calculation is done. And now I will just go on the display again. So yeah, as I said, we have improved on the vertical illumination. On the floor level, we were okay already, and on the vertical illumination is okay. So we see actually on the top shelf we have a 500, which is great. 400 the middle, and I would say on the bottom we are on the 300 lux level. So I would say in this case we are good to go. If you want to see on the top, I think everything is looking okay. So yeah, I would say for time being this is for this part this is the best what we can obtain. Um, you can of course choose different luminaires. It looks maybe some simple that you can find the right luminaire, but it takes a lot of time um, to find the right light distribution curve, because it's very important to take in account when you choose a luminaire, especially with a good distribution curve, the height of installing that luminaire, the distance between the two shelves, very important, and also the height of the shelves, because all the parameters are affecting the end result, which is the light calculation. So yeah, you need to take care about all these aspects, and yeah, to have the best out of it, I would say, in this case. And if you put also false colors, we can see also how the lighting it's looking. So I would say pretty uniform. So yeah, looks good. So after we establish that this is the product that we want to work with, and then you just I'll just copy paste it. For example, I'll just go also on the rest of the projects, and shelf area, and here you just zoom in to be sure that it's in the middle. So I'm trying to be as accurate as possible to be in this case. So here we have, and yeah, for the two shelves here, and we will do the same thing here, just to move it on the side. Yeah, so that's, if you want to measure also to see if the distance between one point and another, it's like 2 meters. In this case it looks that I need to move it a little bit up. It's not right in the middle. Yeah, and then we can run additional calculation here. Let's see if it's the same distance of almost 2 meters, close with what you have previously. And also here we can have an extra look. Yeah, almost the same distance. And now if you want to run a calculation with all the shelf area, just to see how it looks, we can just run after we add um, the extra luminaires. We can just run the calculation. um, in the next part I will focus on bringing spotlights, which are mounting on the rail, and we will focus on as I said, um, free refrigerator areas, perimeter shelves, as well as grocery and fruits, and we will try to use different luminaires with different CCT. So now when we have more light, let's say, in the space, you see that already it's increasing, so we go to 400, which is it's our target. So because we have more light in the room, and then it helps overall, um, yeah, to have a better